on the subject of love in all its forms, the fanfiction. We're gonna get this. We're gonna get this done quick. Not the review. The run through, because I got a lot to say about this one. Not too much. Not like 20 minutes long, but enough. This was essentially a Luna fanfiction. Pre 1,000 years banishment. Luna creates the changelings, apparently. One of them, she creates a changeling because she's so depressed and unhappy. And she creates a changeling, and she's like, it's my daughter. And Celestia's like, you can keep it, I guess, for a while, maybe. I'm not really sure. It's the original changeling. Luna takes care of her, and she's feeding off of Luna, and it's making Luna uber, like, just messed up, all gaunt and ugly and gross and nasty. She promises Celestia that she'll keep her only in the room. Her name is Antumbra. Antumbra wants to leave the room. Luna sneaking her out of the room. Luna teaches her to copy the other ponies to change, and she does it to like make herself feel better about the, like, one of the ponies in the place sees Luna and she's terrified of Luna because she looks all gaunt and gross. And then Antumbra transforms into her and then apologizes to Luna, and Luna's like all happy. She's like, Celestia's like, maybe you should go talk to the pony, and she's like, no, I don't have to. She's right here, and Luna's just completely insane. And then Luna takes Antumbra out to see her raise the moon. The moon's all darker because Luna's like literally dying. Celestia comes out. Antumbra hides. Celestia's telling Luna to get rid of Antumbra. Antumbra comes out, but she comes out as that pony, and she's like, Celestia, there's somebody in the place for you to go see. And Celestia's like, I could have sworn you were on vacation. So Celestia knew. She's not dumb. So Luna and Antumbra go back to their room. Celestia takes Antumbra to the middle of the desert and banishes her and then leaves her. Then she talks to Luna, and Luna's uber depressed, and she's like, I never want to see you or speak to you again. And she blasts her out of her room and locks the door. And Celestia's like sad, and she's like, I hope I didn't make a horrible mistake. And I believe that is the entire thing. This was one. This was a one. This was a one for so many reasons, and it's because it was about Luna, and it was because it was so many bad things. So, first of all, it completely justifies Celestia in being, this fic makes Luna completely at fault for the banishment. Now, as far as I am concerned, the banishment was basically 50-50. Celestia was the leader of Canterlot. She was the head of the kingdom. And one of her subjects, her most important subject, you could say she was co-ruler, fine, but she's still a subject because we all know Celestia is the head of that relationship. She was hurt, and Celestia ignored it. Or, if you don't want to say ignored, was too blind to see it. Either way, it's her fault. Luna was at fault because she was too buried in her own depression to see the love that her sister had for her regardless. It's a 50-50 in my mind. This completely justifies Celestia and makes Luna the complete 100% at fault. Yeah, Luna, you created changelings, and it's literally killing you, and if you don't get rid of it, you're going to die. Yeah, so Celestia saved you. Then it's annoying because it introduces Luna as being the creator of the changelings, which now you get into the later seasons, and then you go, haha, because it's like, okay, if complete dark and evil magic created the changelings, then why do they magically become good for some reason at the end of the series? That doesn't make sense. You have Celestia being really vindictive. I mean, I get the projection of love that she's trying to show for Luna, but you'd think she'd be better at it. Then you have Luna being completely insane. Like, just, you made a daughter. That's not how you do it, Luna. What the crap? Then you have really stupid parts, like Celestia banished Antumbra. How come? You know it's a big... She says, for my sister's sake. But then you told her she's gone, didn't tell her she was alive, and then you banished her to the moon for 1,000 years. I don't think that you can do that and have Luna be happy when she comes back. Because whereas Luna would have justification then in her own mind to hate Celestia because she killed her daughter or got rid of her daughter. It doesn't really make sense in that sense either, because why not just kill her? You know she's pure evil created from dark magic, yet you're going to let her roam the wastelands and then come back later and literally exist for more than 1,000 years and become major villains in the story. It's like, this is stupid. And then, like, she's like, if you follow the sun, you'll find water and shelter. But she's a changeling. Water wouldn't help. They subsist on love. Like, literally, water would do nothing for a changeling. They don't drink or eat regular things. I guess maybe they're trying to portray as water is a liquid and food is love. I don't know. So then you have to do that because the changelings have to have an origin. If you're trying to make the origins of the changelings for some reason Luna's fault, which is idiotic. I way prefer Luna wrecking Chrysalis over and over, but now Luna created the changelings and loved the original changelings. That's stupid. When you try to do stuff like that, it's ultra hit or miss. Because what happens is you get... So, the thing, again, it's the best one, give me a break. And it's another changeling one, Duplicity. When you explain why Chrysalis was so dumb as Cadence, everybody's like, cool, because we wanted to know, why is this so dumb? And it was explained in that story, and it's like, that's great. When you do this, where you're trying to give the origin of a villain based on some of the canon, you really run the risk of just making not sense, but making like you just made it bad. Like, it's just bad. This might have been a good story. Honestly, this might have been a good story if it was originally just what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be the catalyst for Moon, which I guess you could say it is, but it's not, because at the end of this story, Luna wasn't Moon. And obviously she was drained of, like, all of her magic, because it kept saying her mane was, like bleach. What is that, like, white? Like, Luna was completely void of magic. And, like, she obviously couldn't just be like, I am going to fight Celestia now, because you've created a scenario, you've written yourself into a corner. Luna has no magic, she's insanely mad at Celestia, and it wouldn't even make sense now because she wouldn't be like, I am going to raise the moon and make it permanent night. You're mad because your daughter died or your daughter's gone. This doesn't make sense. So like, it doesn't work as the concept of them being changelings as what it was. If it was something else and Celestia killed it, then you could justify it. I.e., say that it was the same, but it was a dark being, some sort of spiritual, magical thing, and Celestia killed it with sunlight in front of Luna. And then Luna went berserk and she was like, I can have no subjects. You not even permit me one subject that loves me. And your horrible sunlight is a because sunlight gets rid of darkness, and Luna's darkness is the night. Like, she could be mad about that, and then she could be like, your sun will never ever rise again. Then it leads into the thing, and it makes sense. But this, too many nonsensical things that you're just like, that doesn't really make sense. How did Antumbra live? She's in the middle of nowhere with nothing, and she's a baby, and she has to subsist on love. What happened with Luna? Did she just chill in her room, regain all her magic, and then go, alright, I'm ready to go. Time to go punch Celestia in the face. Why even justify Celestia even more? I always say this in the story, in the canon, and it's what gets me mad, because in the canon they do that. It's always Luna's fault. Everything is always Luna's fault. Luna is always wrong when it comes to Celestia. She was wrong in the banishment. She was wrong when they were arguing, and she's the first one to apologize. Like, Luna is always wrong. And I don't know why, as a writer, you would write a Luna perspective story if you love Luna. Maybe you don't. Maybe you like the crappy changelings more, and you're like, I want to write a changeling story. It's just too many questions of why would you do this? These are bad decisions. And it's unfortunate because it was a Luna story. So yeah, I'm gonna give this a 1 out of 5. I wish it were better, but unfortunately it's not.